that Semenyo could be on the menu for Liverpool as early as January. Now, as we know, Mo Salah isn't playing the best for Liverpool at the moment, and he will be going off to the AFCON where he could miss a considerable amount of games. Amazingly, it goes on to say that Semenyo will not be playing in the AFCON because his nation of birth, who he plays for, which I believe is Ghana, didn't even qualify for the AFCON. So he will not be departing and missing games from the Premier League this January. So could that open the door for Liverpool to go for it? Look, I look at it from a Man United point of view and say, why aren't we signing players? But that's not what we're here to talk about. I think have Liverpool got the money would be my first question before we talk about other clubs, and that's going to be relevant to everybody, isn't it? I think if you're Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, the top four from last year, and players become available that are going to make you better in the second half of the season, then it's foolish not to do it. I don't look at the transfer window now as just the summer transfer window. I look at that as the big transfer window, and then you get this mini one where you can do stuff that's as impactful as what you do in the summer. And I think in some ways it can be a real positive because you can play them instantly. You know, as soon as you buy them, they can play, they can settle in, and they can make a big difference. I'm not sure Bournemouth are going to be too comfortable doing this. It's a little bit like Elliot Anderson at Forest, isn't it? Or Adam Wharton at Crystal Palace. We've seen him linked to Chelsea. Why would Crystal Palace do that in January when they can wait until the summer? There'll be more interest at that point. You can get more of a price. And I think that's going to be the same with Bournemouth and Semenyo. Liverpool might go in. Somebody else might go in and say there's an amount of money, but they could go, look, that's going to damage the rest of our season. We want European football. And also in the summer, if he keeps doing what he's doing, and there's no reason to think he won't, there might be 5 or 6 other clubs that have got the money in the summer, but they don't have it now, who are going to compete against you and push that price northwards. So, look, I think it's certainly something that you can't rule out, but it's not as straightforward as it would be in the summer. But look, we were speaking about this yesterday, weren't we, and how Liverpool are going to have to look at a replacement for Salah at some point, and maybe Semenyo could be it. But I think that I'm always a firm believer that in the January transfer window, if opportunities are there, you should take them.